Hello there, how is it going everyone? The Chef Photographer here once again. And today we are going to do an updated street photography using this 56mm f1.2. I made a video a while ago, a few days ago, using this lens, street photography, and the autofocus really wasn't fast enough for the moving subject. And you can also see some blurred photos or some blurred result there using this lens, because the shutter speed wasn't that fast enough for the moving subject. And I admit it, it was actually totally my fault. The setting was, I set my camera on the aperture f1.2, ISO 100, and the shutter speed is in auto. f1.2 because I love the creamy background that this lens creates. I know that a lot of you will say that f1.2 is not really necessary when it comes to street photography. But hey, this is me. This is just my preference, and because I bought this lens because of f1.2, right? When it comes to my other lens, I use the f4 or f5.6. That is on the other lenses that I use. And art is subjective anyway, right? I set the ISO to 100 and also the shutter speed into auto because I was shooting in a broad daylight. I never thought that I would come across on the shaded parts as I was walking around. And of course, as the environment will get dimmer, the shutter speed will also decrease in number. That will create a blurred subjects if you're going to capture a photo. Plus the fact that I was moving and also my subject is also moving. So it's really prone to blurred result. So in today's video, let's correct the setting. Let's do again a street photography. My setting now is aperture f1.2, ISO is in auto, and the shutter speed is in 500. So let's see if we can increase the percentage of a decent shots that we will get if we are going to do a street photography using this lens, if we have set the camera into its proper setting. So let's go! Here now at the plaza, or at the central plaza of Bacolod, where we are going to do our street photography. Since that I changed the setting already of the camera, so let's see if we can get some interesting shots using the setting within this camera. So let's go. Just a quick tip for you guys, depending on what focal length you are using, especially if you are using a prime lens, you also have to adjust the way you see things, just like your lens. If you are using a wide angle lenses like the 16, 24 or 35 lenses, which is the wide angle lens, you don't have to look for your subject from the far away places because your subject is literally within your reach. On the other hand, if you are using a telephoto lens just like the 85, 100 and above, you have to look for your subject from a little bit far away from you. So as of now, I'm using the 56, which has the equivalent of 85 in full frame, which is considered as a telephoto lens when it comes to street photography. I don't look for my subject that is very near from me, but rather I look for my subject that is a little bit far. So with that being said, depending on what focal length you are using, you also have to see things just like the way your lens seeing the subject. So now let's go back to our street photography. conclusion for this street photography, now that I have corrected the setting of this camera, I can say that I have already nailed, or I have increased the nailed shots using this camera, because I have now the right setting. Let's say about 95% of my shots are compared to the previous street photography that I've done using this lens. The percentage would be, let's say, about 95%. In the previous street photography, it was about 80%. So it is a good improvement that I was able to nail almost all the shots using this setting or using this camera. So that will be all for now, and see you again for the next street photography. Thank you guys for watching, and see you again next time. Bye bye.